When a small creature curls beside you in the quiet of night, you might think it is just seeking warmth. But what if I told you that in Islam, even the gentleness of a cat, choosing your presence carries a message far deeper than comfort, far purer than coincidence, and far more meaningful than you ever realized. A cat sleeping next to you is not just an animal resting. It is a creation of Allah choosing a soul that feels safe, clean, and spiritually calm. Cats in Islam are not ordinary animals. They were beloved by the Prophet Muhammad, treated with honor, mercy, and affection. When a cat lies next to you, it is choosing the tranquility Allah placed in your heart. It is gravitating toward a light within you that it does not find everywhere. Animals sense things humans ignore. They feel purity, peace, and sincerity. And in the case of cats, their nature is drawn to hearts that are soft and homes where angels feel welcomed. The Prophet allowed cats to be near him, drink from his vessel, and even sleep on his clothes. This tells you something powerful. Cats are considered clean, spiritually gentle, and never a source of impurity. So when a cat sleeps beside you, Islamically it reflects a state of calmness and safety, because animals only rest where the environment feels protected. Allah created them with instinct sharper than your eyes and intuition stronger than your thoughts. If a cat settles next to you, your presence makes it feel secure. Your energy is not threatening. Your heart is not harsh. Your movements are not harmful. You are in its tiny world a sanctuary. There is also mercy in this moment. The Prophet mentioned that showing kindness to animals brings reward, even forgiveness. Sometimes Allah sends a creature into your life not to test you but to elevate you. A cat choosing to sleep beside you is an opportunity for reward, a reminder of gentleness, a small form of companionship Allah uses to soften your heart. Cats reflect the compassion Allah loves to see in His servants. And when they trust you enough to sleep in your presence, Allah may be showing you that you carry a softness He wants you to protect. Another meaning is spiritual comfort. Cats do not rest where there is shouting, chaos, or dark energy. If they curl up near you in sleep, your presence brings them serenity. This is why many scholars say that cats sleeping near you may indicate blessings in the home. Barakah thrives where kindness lives. Angels surround environments where mercy is practiced. And cats gravitate towards such places because Allah created them to love purity. Their presence near you might even be a protection for you without you knowing. There are countless moments when Allah sends help in small, silent ways. Sometimes it is through a human, sometimes through a blessing, and sometimes through a quiet animal lying beside you when your heart is heavy and your thoughts are restless. There is also a deeper emotional meaning. A cat sleeping next to you means it sees you as family, not threat. It trusts your heartbeat, your breath, your stillness. Trust is deeply spiritual. Even animals recognize good souls. And Islam teaches that mercy is a sign of Iman. If you treat animals gently, Allah treats you with gentleness. If you protect them, Allah protects you. If you feed them, Allah feeds you in ways you never expected. And when they choose you, it is not random. Your kindness is seen by creation before it is seen by people. Cats also carry a symbolic purity in Islam. Their sleep is calm, peaceful, and unbothered. When they sleep near you, they may be reflecting your own need for peace. Allah could be showing you that tranquility is near, that calmness is coming, that your heart is entering a phase of softness after hardship. Sometimes a simple, silent creature sleeping beside you is a reminder that not everything in life needs noise to be meaningful. Some blessings arrive quietly and rest at your side without asking for attention. A cat sleeping next to you can also mean that your heart is becoming a place of sakina, divine tranquility. Sakina is when Allah places peace inside you that is not shaken by the world. Animals sense this. They are drawn to the unseen calm Allah puts in certain hearts. Maybe you have been worried. Maybe life has felt heavy. Maybe you prayed for guidance, healing, or reassurance. And then a cat curled up near you, breathing gently, resting peacefully, showing you through a tiny creature what Allah may soon place in your life. Calmness after chaos. Most importantly, cats in Islam are a sign of mercy, and mercy is never random. If they choose your presence, Allah might be choosing you for greater compassion, for more blessings, for deeper softness. Their sleep beside you is a reminder that Allah's comfort can come in small forms, quiet forms, unexpected forms. So the next time a cat sleeps next to you, remember this: It may be a sign that Allah has placed peace around you, softness within you, mercy upon you, and barakah in your home. It may be a reminder that you carry a heart gentle enough for one of His beloved creatures to trust. It may be a silent sign that tranquility is closer than you think, and that Allah sends comfort through ways you would never imagine. And sometimes the smallest creature lying beside you is the biggest reminder that Allah sees your heart, knows your struggles, and sends you small pieces of peace while preparing bigger blessings ahead. A cat sleeping next to you can also carry a message about the state of your soul. Allah created animals with pure instincts, untainted, uncorrupted, unclouded by ego or deception. They react to what they feel, not what they see. They move towards softness and flee from harshness. So if a cat chooses your side as its place of safety, that means your spirit is not heavy for it. Your presence does not carry emotional noise, and your heart does not emit a threatening vibration. You might not see the goodness within you, but sometimes Allah lets His creation reveal it to you quietly. Think about how many people pass through your life without noticing your gentleness, how many hearts misunderstood your kindness, how many moments left you feeling unseen or unappreciated. And then this small creature walks into your world with no past history, no bias, no expectations, and it sleeps right beside you as if it has known your heart for years. Sometimes Allah uses an animal to remind you that even if people fail to see your goodness, He never does. In Islam, cats were allowed to roam freely inside homes. They were welcomed, respected, and treated with affection by the Prophet and his companions. This teaches us that their presence is not just tolerated, it's blessed. Their calmness may be a sign that your home is not a place where evil dwells. A cat would never sleep comfortably where there is spiritual heaviness, where sins dominate, or where hearts fight constantly. Their presence beside you may be Allah telling you that angels still visit your home, that barakah still flows within its walls, and that your surroundings are still protected from unseen harm. And if you've ever noticed how a cat sleeps, unbothered, peaceful, vulnerable, it means this creature completely trusts space you share. It believes no harm will come to it. That is a message to you as well. Maybe Allah is reminding you to trust Him the way this small creature trusts you, without overthinking, without fear, without doubting the protection around you. Because just as the cat rests unaware of the silent dangers of the world, Allah protects you from countless things you never even knew existed. A cat lying next to you can also symbolize emotional healing. Some people carry wounds nobody can see. They smile through storms, laugh through loneliness, and walk through life holding broken pieces together. Allah sometimes sends a soft companion to sit beside them during their most silent battles. Not to talk, not to judge, but simply to be there. Cats have an incredible ability to sit near the wounded heart without asking questions. And maybe that is Allah's mercy, giving you quiet company when humans fail to notice what you need. It might also be a reminder that love does not always roar. Sometimes it arrives quietly and curls up at your side. Sometimes Allah teaches you love through creatures that expect nothing from you except a gentle touch and a safe space. Sometimes He sends emotional comfort in a form you never imagined. And your heart heals without you realizing when the healing began. In Islam, rewarding kindness to animals is not small. Even giving water to a thirsty animal was enough for Allah to forgive a sinner. So imagine the reward when you allow a cat to sleep beside you with peace, warmth, and safety. Every breath it takes while resting near you could be a witness for you on the day of judgment. Every moment it feels safe could be a deed that Allah writes for you, even if no one else sees it. This is how merciful your Lord is. He counts even the gentlest acts you show to the smallest creature. There is also a deeper hidden wisdom. Sometimes a cat sleeping beside you is a reflection of your emotional state. If you have been overwhelmed, stressed, or mentally drained, its presence is like a silent reassurance. Allah may be telling you that you are not alone, that peace is still reachable, that rest is still possible. Animals bring a grounding energy. Their silence calms your overthinking. Their warmth brings comfort to a tired soul. Their presence reminds you that life is not only about rushing, worrying, and fighting. It is also about breathing, pausing, and enjoying the small blessings Allah places around you. And remember this, cats do not sleep beside restless people. They do not rest next to angry hearts. They do not stay where there is constant argument or spiritual discomfort. The fact that it chooses your side is a silent testimony of your inner calm, even if you feel chaotic inside. Sometimes your mind is loud, but your soul is still peaceful. And the cat senses what your heart is too tired to notice. So when a cat sleeps next to you, do not take it lightly. It is a sign of trust, a sign of spiritual purity, a sign of divine softness. It is a reminder that mercy surrounds you more than you think. It is a whisper from Allah that your presence brings comfort, even to the innocent creatures of this world. And perhaps that means your heart carries a level of goodness that even you have not discovered yet. A cat sleeping next to you can also be Allah's way of slowing you down when life is moving too fast. We live in a world where everything pushes you to rush. Rush your thoughts, rush your emotions, rush your healing. But when a cat lies beside you and falls into a peaceful sleep, it forces you to pause, to breathe, to soften. That pause is not random. Sometimes Allah sends stillness wrapped in fur to remind you that your heart is not a machine. It needs quiet moments, it needs warmth. It needs space to exist without pressure. And animals teach you that naturally. The Prophet ﷺ taught us that Allah loves gentleness in everything. Cats are walking reminders of that softness. When one sleeps next to you, maybe Allah is inviting you to return to gentleness. Gentleness with yourself, with your heart, with your healing. Some people have been strong for too long, carrying burdens silently, pushing through wounds without rest. And Allah in His mercy may place a small creature beside them to show them what softness feels like again. There is also something powerful about the innocence of cats. They do not remember harm for long. They do not hold grudges. They do not judge you for your past, your mistakes, or your scars. They simply feel the present moment. When they sleep beside you, it's like Allah reminding you, let go of the noise from yesterday, let go of the overthinking about tomorrow. Just be present, because the present is where your healing starts. And sometimes healing begins with a moment that looks small but carries a huge message. If a cat chooses you as its safe place, that may reflect something noble inside you. Something respectful, something humble. You may not recognize it, but animals do. They see the parts of your soul that even you overlook. A cat sleeping next to you can also be a form of silent dua being accepted. Maybe you asked Allah for comfort. Maybe you asked for companionship. Maybe you asked for a sign that you are not abandoned. And Allah did not send words. He sent warmth. He sent a small heart beating beside yours. He sent a sign wrapped in life, breathing, trusting, resting near you. Allah's mercy does not always arrive with thunder. Sometimes it arrives with a quiet purr. And sometimes a cat finds you during a season when you feel detached from people, when you feel misunderstood, when you feel like you have no one to talk to. And Allah sends this creature to sit beside you because He knows that sometimes you don't need conversation. You just need presence. You need something near you that demands nothing from you. Something that stays without conditions. Something that shows you that even silence can hold comfort. Their presence can also mean your home carries a spiritual peace that even you haven't noticed. Cats naturally avoid heavy, spiritually dark places. They move away from environments filled with anger, arguments, or negativity. If a cat relaxes enough to sleep beside you, it may be a sign that your home is a place of light. Your heart is not filled with darkness, and your energy is not harmful. You may not feel strong, but spiritually, you may be more stable than you think. And there is another deeply symbolic meaning. When a cat sleeps next to you, it lowers its guard fully. That level of trust reflects something profound. Trust is earned, trust is felt, trust is sensed. If an innocent creature trusts your presence deeply, perhaps Allah is reminding you that you are someone whose heart is safe, whose presence is gentle, whose soul is not chaotic. Allah may be comforting you by showing you that you are not the monster your overthinking paints you to be. You are softer than you believe. Even the way cats breathe when they sleep is calming. Their slow rhythm can soothe your anxiety. Their warmth can ease your emotional tightness. Their presence can ground your mind and bring you back from mental storms. This is not just biology. This is mercy. Mercy that Allah sends through the smallest doors. Mercy that enters your heart without speaking a word. Mercy that heals you quietly while the world hurts you loud. And perhaps the most beautiful meaning is this. Cats, especially when they sleep beside you, may be a reminder of Allah's protection. Allah may be showing you that just as this creature feels safe beside you, you should feel safe under His watch. Just as the cat rests without fear, you should trust that Allah is guarding you in ways you cannot see. Just as the cat expects nothing but safety, you should expect nothing but goodness from Allah, even if you do not understand His plans. So when a cat curls up next to you, sleeping peacefully, take it as a whisper from the heavens that peace is still possible, that mercy still surrounds you, and that Allah is closer to you than the small creature breathing beside your chest. A cat sleeping next to you can also be a reflection of a spiritual truth you rarely acknowledge. Your presence carries a calmness that even you don't feel within yourself. Humans often underestimate their own goodness. They remember their mistakes, their weaknesses, their failures, but forget the light that Allah planted inside them. Animals don't see your fears, your guilt, or your flaws. They feel your energy. And if a cat curls beside you, drifting into a peaceful sleep, it means the goodness inside you is stronger than the pain you carry. There are people who walk through life feeling invisible, unnoticed, or unimportant. Yet Allah sends His creatures to show them that even if the world overlooks them, His creation does not. A cat choosing your side is like Allah whispering, "You matter more than you know." Your kindness is felt even when you think it is ignored. Because cats do not choose harsh hearts. They choose safe ones. Some scholars say animals can sense angels, they sense Barakah, they sense tranquility. A cat resting next to you might be indicating that your space is not spiritually empty. It is protected. Angels may be near. Your home may carry blessings you haven't even recognized. Sometimes you think you are living an ordinary life, but Allah shows you through small signs that you are surrounded by divine care. There is also something beautiful in the way cats find warmth. They don't need luxury. They don't need perfection. They just need sincerity. And perhaps Allah is teaching you that blessings come not from having everything, but from having peace with what you have. Cats don't look for fancy places. They look for hearts that feel safe. That means your warmth, your softness, and your presence are enough for a creature to feel at home. A cat sleeping beside you can also symbolize emotional cleansing. Their presence absorbs your quiet sadness, not by magic, but by mercy. Their calmness settles your storms. Their silence gives your thoughts space to breathe. Their gentle weight beside you tells your body it's okay to rest. Sometimes Allah heals you through the calmness of His creation when your own strength is too exhausted to keep fighting. Perhaps you've been going through a difficult period without telling anyone. Maybe your dua has been heavy, your tears silent, your heart tired. And instead of giving you signs through dreams or people, Allah sent a small silent creature to sit beside you at the exact moment your soul needed comfort. This is not accidental. Mercy arrives in many shapes, and one of Allah's names is Ar-Rauf, the most gentle. His gentleness can come through anything, even the quiet sleep of a cat against your body. When a cat sleeps next to you, it often chooses a very specific place, next to your chest, near your heartbeat, or by your feet. Each of these carries a meaning. When they sleep near your heart, it means they sense emotional softness. When they sleep near your feet, it means they feel protected by your presence. When they sleep behind you, it means they trust you enough to have their back exposed. These are deep levels of instinctual trust that even humans rarely give freely. And Islam teaches that kindness to animals is a sign of spiritual maturity. The Prophet let forth mercy to even the smallest of creatures, teaching us that the way you treat the weak reveals the strength of your character. A cat sleeping next to you may be Allah's way of reminding you that He loves the mercy you show, even if others never see it. Allah sees what you do in silence, every stroke, every meal, every gentle act. None of it disappears in His sight. Sometimes your life feels chaotic. People misunderstand you. Situations drain you. Your heart becomes overwhelmed, and suddenly, in the middle of this storm, a small creature lies next to you as if saying, "You are safe here." This is Allah telling you that peace is not gone. It's still around you, still reachable, still flowing toward you, even if it arrives in small, soft steps. A cat sleeping beside you can also be a divine reminder of humility. Animals do not care about your status, your money, your past, or your achievements. They care about your energy, your kindness, your warmth. This teaches you that true value is not in what you own, but in who you are. And Allah may be showing you through this small creature that your inner state is more beautiful than you believe. And there is one more hidden meaning. Sometimes a cat sleeping next to you is a sign that Allah is comforting you before a change. Just as night comes before dawn, comfort sometimes before transformation. Maybe Allah is preparing your heart for something better, something softer, something more blessed. And He sends a gentle creature to calm your soul before the next chapter begins. So when that cat sleeps beside you, don't look at it as a simple moment. See it as mercy, see it as blessing, see it as a sign. Because Allah uses the smallest creations to deliver the biggest messages. And this message may be simple but powerful. You are not alone. You are protected. You are surrounded by mercy. And your heart is softer and more blessed than you realize.